What's good, guys? It's Joseph, and today I have another tutorial for you guys. We're going to be learning how to do screen pumps today. It's not going to be that in depth of the tutorial, because for screen pumps I don't really spend too much time on them because they don't make the edit as good as it can be. It's just a little tiny enhancement that you can add to your edit. So let's go ahead and go into After Effects really quick. And this is just a project file. It has a clip. It's split up, synced and everything, 2 adjustment layers for my screen pumps, because of the fact that you press U on your keyboard and this is just where, this is the pump for the screen pump. So, and it has a little bit of glow and brightness and contrast, and we'll go into that a little bit later when we make it. And then the second one, sometimes I don't even end up using the layer, but it's Sapphire Shake, and if you don't have Sapphire Sweet, don't worry about it. You don't need this for your screen pumps. It's just a little bit of a shake for your pump, but it's not mandatory. Most of the time I don't even end up using it. So we're going to be showing you how to make these mainly, but before you can get into making your screen pumps, you want to find out where you want your beat at. So look at your song. Once you get your song into there, and press L twice to see the wavelengths, and then press the decimal key on your keypad to preview the audio like this. So that's my song, and you can clearly see the beats in the wavelength. So how you get these points here? You go over here and drag one of these to your cursor. Hold Shift and it'll connect to your cursor. But I don't need to put more right now. You can go ahead and pause the video and put your keyframes, or put your markers on your song. But I'm not going to do that again, because most of you guys know how to do that if you've been watching my tutorials before. So now we're going to get into making the actual screen pump, and first we're going to break it down really quick. I'm going to zoom in and look at what I have here. And so it starts 2 keyframes before the shot, and I keyframe it at 100. See, on the layer I have transform and I have glow, and that's the regular glow. It comes with After Effects, so all of you have this, and brightness and contrast. So we're going to be remaking that top screen pump, and how we're going to do that is press Layer, New, Adjustment Layer, or hit Control-Alt-Y. So now we have a new layer. Now go into your Effects and Presets tab, type in Transform, and it's right there, Distort Transform. Then go ahead and drag it onto the layer, and now we have it there. And then keyframe the scale at 100, because we are already 2 keyframes before the shot. Now go 1 keyframe after the shot, and then go ahead and type in 105, unless you want it to be like a huge difference in size. But I don't do anything like that, because honestly I barely even try on my screen pumps. Honestly, if you watch my edits, I don't have big ones at all. So I'm gonna press U on our keyboard to look at that, and so highlight it and then press F9 on your keyboard to easy ease it. But I can't do that with my recording software because it automatically pauses the video. So I'm gonna just go ahead and right click it, keyframe assist and easy ease. So now we have that part done, and then we're one step closer to finishing the top layer. So now the next thing we want to put on is a glow. So type in glow in your Effects and Presets tab, and then scroll down until you find it. It's in Stylize Glow, and just drag it onto the layer, and it'll be under Transform. Now, as you can see in the other layer, the only thing we have keyframed in Glow is the intensity. So go to where your first keyframe is, line it up, and then click your layer again, make sure it's selected, and then keyframe the intensity, put it down to 0. And now if you go to the next keyframe, make sure it's keyframed, and then press the U again so you can see the keyframe, and then line it up with your next keyframe. And then you can see in my other layer I have intensity at 0.4. You can put 0.4 and 0.5, whatever you want, because you don't want it to be like too big. You just want it to be like a subtle little thing, enough for you to notice it but not enough for it to be too bright. So now we got the glow done, and you don't easy ease those because there's not really a point. And then the last thing you want to do is type in brightness and contrast in your Effects and Presets tab, and then drag that onto your layer as well, and keyframe the keyframe the contrast on the first frame, then go to the next frame, and then type in 5. And I'm only doing one beat because I'm not gonna like keep repeating this process for all the other ones. I'll show you what you could do to make them. So say I wanted the same exact thing, plus it's already in. You want it to go back down to 0 at one point, so that you don't have to type in 0 every single time, because you already have not 0 but like 100% scale. So highlight all of the keyframes, press Control C on your keyboard, and it copies them. So let's say you wanted the beat to be right here on the shot, just press Control and then left 2 times on your arrow keypad, and then press Control V, and it pastes the keyframes in the place. So now it goes up, and now you can see it going down, and then it goes back up again, and it just stays there because we don't have another 100%. So you just keep pasting them wherever you want, and then let's say it ends right here. So pretend I have keyframes with these beats. So I would go 2 frames before, press Control V, and then it would go out into this. Or if you didn't want it to like zoom out, you could go here and press line it up with the marker we have here, and then go 100% scale, and then put 0 for the glow, and then 0 for the contrast, because you want it to just end right there, and it goes into my intro. But so that's how you make the top layer. And I have these saved, so all I would have to do if I wanted to remake these, so I wouldn't have to keep making them over and over again, all I have to do is press animation and then go to apply animation preset, and I have all my presets here in my editing pack, and I named it glow pump top. And so how you save those as a preset is I'm gonna go ahead and close all of these right here, highlight all of them by clicking one, and then press shift and then clicking the other ones, and then highlight one of these. And then you click this little folder right here next to your like little bar, like effects and preset stuff, and it's your create new animation preset, and it's gonna save all of this. And once you click it, you just name it whatever you want, and then it'll go into a folder, and then you can use it for later. And then you'll be able to type it in here if you install it into After Effects. So that's a pretty cool feature, that you can save stuff that you made, so you don't have to keep making it over and over again. And so now if you guys want to know how to do the shake, it's basically really easy. Go ahead and line up your cursor on the first keyframe of your shot, and then just make a new layer, adjustment layer. And now we're going to press U on a keyboard to look at the keyframes of the Sapphire Shake. So type in S, and then put like the little underscore thing, shake, and then drag that onto the layer. Now if we look at this layer, the settings are a bit changed, so you can go ahead and pause the video and look at it. I'm just gonna go ahead and recreate it. The only thing we have keyframed is the amplitude, so we can go ahead and press the little stopwatch on the amplitude, put it at 0 first thing. Then we go back down, look at our settings. You see we have our frequency at 2, and we have our phase at -0.4. So frequency 2, phase -0.4. And let's go back and see if we have to change anything else. And no, we don't, because everything else is saved. So now to press U on your keyboard, and now we have our amplitude. Go to the next keyframe in your pump, and then this one's at 0.4. So you just go ahead and change this one to 0.4. And so now you have that. And that's basically it. Then you'd highlight them, Control C, then go to the first beat of the next one, Control V, and it's easy. Oh, hold on, messed up. Drag this over. There we go. And that's basically how I do my screen pumps. And I hope this has really helped you guys make your screen pumps a lot easier, so you can just keep copying and pasting them, and just moving on with your edit, and then add some more effects later. I have a couple effects that I want to show you guys. I'm not going to show you guys in this video, but that's it for today. Also, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. That is crazy. I've never thought I would be that far in 6 months, because I've only had this channel for about 6 months. So that's a crazy thing to hear. And if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and comment below. And I'm going to be uploading my Q&A sometime in the next couple of days. So if you have questions for that, go ahead and comment or tweet at me. But hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'm out. Peace.